I'm very excited. This is Friday, September 8th. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it's been previously recorded. Today we are talking about title prompting and why we need it, what we're going to use it for. We have built a tool called Keyword Masher, and it's inside of our AiMasher, and we're going to be talking about it today. So we're going to get a little geeky with you today. And while I went over the overview, I want you to start putting in some topics in the chat mode. And I'm going to build some topics out of basically what you're putting in. And a couple of you on the call, in fact, I think Greg's on the call, has seen some of the top 10 lists, some listicles, some how-tos. We're going to blow your mind with what this thing can do. What is title prompting? This is all about converting your main keyword or your topic into a list of titles with prompt instructions merged together in the formats that can be directly input into Zimmwriter's bulk writer or Article Forge. Long sentence, but what it really means is we've just simplified a lot of work to give you a higher quality article. How I discovered this was about 3 months ago. We were kind of fudging some extended prompts, extended titles over to Zimmwriter. And I was noticing that the quality of the bulk writer just drastically improved. I was getting really good H2s and H3s in there whenever I started packing the title with prompt instructions. Matt saw what I was doing. He's made a format with this new version. I was hoping it would already be out, but I'm on a test version of it. It's version 8 of Zimmwriter. And I know there's a lot of things going on. He even has built a WordPress uploader and several other things going on at the same time. When it gets released, you need to update immediately, okay? I'm sure there's going to be a few versions that he'll be updating this month after the initial version comes out. But that's okay. You're going to get a really good article writer, bulk writer, to do your article. There are many different ways to use all the tools, and we're going to show you only one way today with title prompting. It uses an outline focus method. So what he's doing is he is taking these in and with the title prompt in a special format, and he's building an outline, and then he writes the content off of the outline, or Zimmwriter does. A very, very smart way of doing it. I'm using GPT-4. It's costing me 40 cents to 60 cents per article. I do anywhere from 10 articles a day to, I think the most I did was 100 articles. OpenAI, they love me. I'm spending a lot of money with them, but I'm getting good content. Now, you can use 3.5 with what we're going to show you today. What I have found was 3.5, it does a halfway decent job on Zimmwriter, but it sounds mechanical. It sounds like a robot wrote it, is my opinion. But I've also been reading a lot of AI content over, Wayne, we've been doing AI autoblogging for almost 2 years now.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah. And it started with Article Forge, Jasper, all the tools out there. I have tried just about every one of them out there, and I really like Zimmwriter. I used to like Article Forge. They changed their setup, and it's okay, but it's not what we're going to use long-term. In fact, AiMasher is going to replace it. So just a little background of what we're doing is we wanted to do title prompting to get really good content out of Zimmwriter, and then we upload all those articles that we have through AiMasher, doing media enhancement, putting voiceovers, doing summaries. We do a lot of stuff before we post it, okay? And you can do that too with AiMasher. We'll be doing a public launch, probably going to be the end of September or middle of October when we have the pro and agency version ready to go. You're going to see some things today, and you can get by with Keyword Masher doing a lot of content right now. Okay, let's go into the demo. I'm going to bring across, in fact, I'm going to reshare my screen here. Wayne, any questions at this point?
No, but there might be some in about 10 minutes. If people have got a decent eye and watching what's going on the screen.
I'm going to start out with, these are the two things that are brand new to AiMasher, Keyword Masher and niche ideas. Okay. I'm going to pretend like I don't know anything about a topic, which It's not far off. I'm going to go into niche discovery. We're going to explore some topics, and I saw somebody had essential oil. This is something I know nothing about. I'm going to type in essential oils, and we're going to do discovery. We have two types, niche ideas. You have domain name generator, and we'll go into that in a second. Essential oils, I'll just copy that. And niche discovery, that's what we're in. You can do an audience niche, or you can do hot selling products. Okay, we're going to start off with this. Now, because I'm using GPT-4, and this is my OpenAI account, I'm just going to do 5 to start with, and I'll let it run. So we're going to get related keywords. We're going to get trending questions and terms that we can use inside a niche discovery. Okay, here we go. Aromatherapy, essential oils, holistic home, natural perfumes using essential oils. Okay, so these are kind of the marketplace. Since we're using 5, it only gave us 5 to start with. Essential oils for pet care. If you have a site about essential oils for pet care, you're probably not going to be doing aromatherapy. These are kind of the mark you drill down into this. Now, these are related terms and carry oil. These are trending questions. Now, we're using chat to come up with this. So chat may only get up through 2021 using chat GPT-4. I would imagine in a few months when 5 comes out, we're going to be more current with it. So here's some trending questions. This is just to get your mind thinking about this, okay? So I'm going to drill down to essential oils, aromatherapy, holistic skincare, so getting an idea of what we can go into. Now I'm going to come over here and go hot selling products. If I have no idea what to sell, this is the way to find out real quick. We have organic, non-organic. I see aromatherapy, diffuser essential oils. These are condensed oils used for aroma diffusers. Product range, $10 to $30 for different fragrances. Here's therapeutic oils. So you kind of get a price range. It's not giving you specific. If you want specific, go into Amazon and type that in. These are high quality pure oils, gift sets, roll-on essential oils, organic essential oils, and you can get more ideas right in here. So this would go up to 30 ideas. It might take a minute or 2 minutes to get that many ideas, but these are what you would be offering as either affiliate products, or maybe you have your own products in here. So this gives you an idea of what to sell, and we gave you an idea of kind of the other terms that might be used in there. Now let's go over to domain name generator. I don't have a website for essential oils, so let's see what we can do with finding a domain name. Now, I showed this on a previous. We're not going out looking to see if the domain is available for sale. All we're doing is giving you some ideas here. And I took the numbering off of it, so it makes it real easy. I'm going to go into Namecheap. This is how I find real quick into beast mode. And I'm going to drop the keywords in there. Oops. What did I? In here, Namecheap, and I'm going to look for those. So I'm going to hit generate. I just want to see if any of those are available. Oil Essence Guide, that's available for $9.38. That's a pretty good one. Herbal Extraction Pro, Essence, Drops of Purity, Oil Therapy Hub. This is the one I would probably, Oil Essence Guide, or maybe Oil Therapy Hub. Purely essential. Okay. So if you don't like those, come over here to, keep dropping in that. Let me just do this. I'll put this over here. Keyword masher. And then you could just go, I want 20 or I want 30. And you could just regenerate and just keep generating these all day long. So this is going to help you find a domain name. And we only do .coms, but it's going to be a variation of your topic in there. Okay. Any other topic ideas in chat here? Selling products. Looks like, let's go into
barbecue.
Let's see what we can do with barbecue on a domain. That's interesting. Let's see what we can get here.
I think Scott's trying to trick us. Nutritional sunflower seeds.
I would take these. Again, I'm going to go over to Namecheap, just see what's available, and clear all. Paste my new one in here and come down here to generate. Ooh, there is a good one right there. 2 of them. Smoky Q tips, barbecue saver. Oh, wow. Char skills. Guys, these are really pretty good for .coms that are available for $9.38. So what do you do with these? Well, let's say that I'm going to I like char skills. Take char skills. I would buy it, add to cart. Once everything's paid for, I would change the name servers into my hosting. I would put it onto a WordPress. Then I would use tools like AiMasher to fill content into the blog of the WordPress. I'd put 30 to 60 articles in there first, and then I would start working on the front page. I would work on the affiliate offers, any ad display network codes that I'm going to put on there. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to season it with Zimmwriter articles, or maybe even Article Forge. Smoky Q-tips, char skills, those are good ones. I'm going to come back over here to AiMasher. And let's go back into here, and we're just going to do barbecue, and I'll just do 5 audience niche discovery. It takes about 30, 45 seconds, hopefully. Okay. Niche markets, recipes, vegetarian. Guys, this is a great one right here that probably is, you got competition, but it's going to be lower competition. Smoked barbecue techniques, handmade barbecue tools. This is probably another one with high demand, low competition right there. But these two may be really good ones, okay? So let's look at related terms: smoking wood flavors, grilling techniques, outdoor cooking, winter grilling, tailgating recipes. That's a good one right there. DIY grill stations. These are pretty good. Trending questions. So what's the best type of wood? This is always the most popular question. What different grilling techniques affect taste? I mean, you could see there's a lot of really good ideas in here. Okay. I am going to use a few of these ideas, and I'm going to open a new tab window. And now we're in Keyword Masher. Okay. Choose your OpenAI, and you can have multiple OpenAIs in here. I think we have three or four in there. Yeah. GPT model. You can use any of these. We recommend, this is research. Use GPT-4 if you've got it. If you don't, use the 3.5 turbo. Okay. We're going to use this. 3.5 is a little bit faster coming back, but it's just not the diversity that you want. Okay. We're going to go into the power mode here. Okay. Instead of doing 10 keywords, I'm going to do 5 just because it's a little bit quicker. Okay. But if you're cranking articles, use the 10, and you're going to be using them over and over and over again. Okay. So let's talk about it. 5 keyword cluster. This is related keywords surrounding your topic, and then sub keywords that match up to that related keyword. Okay. They're not necessarily how-tos or big question answers or anything like that. They're just really closely related keywords. So think about what you're wanting to do before you start doing the clusters, okay? Top 10 list. This is one of my favorite. This is what you're standing in a grocery store aisle getting ready to check out, and I'm guilty of it, is I see all these gossip magazines, and it's the top something, the best of, how to do something. So this is what people are really interested in. How-tos, listicles, the big question. The big question is, give me the top question and then give me answers for it. So I'm answering a question. This is what Google's loving right now, is this particular topic right here. Okay. So we're going to do a listicle cluster to start with. Okay. 5 keywords. And I'm going to come over here and we're going to look at this. I don't know much about DIY grill stations, but that sounds interesting. So I'm going to look at that. And then we may look at handmade barbecue tools. So I'm coming over here. Now, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get some articles or title prompts ready for going into Zimmwriter. So I'm going to paste that there. Now, 5 keyword package, 10 keyword, exactly the same prompt. The only difference is the quantity you're going to get back in results. Now, once we fill this box up, if you come in and you create again, it's going to delete everything in the box and put new stuff in there. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, let's look at this. Grilling DIY tips to build your own grill station. Okay, types of materials, safety precautions, barbecue, build your own outdoor grill station, chef at home, setting up your DIY. So each of these are individual articles that we're going to send over. But before that is we're going to look at, can we improve the title? And then as a listicle, we're going to give it a little bit more detail with the sub keywords using GPT-4. Okay. Now you can see some of the ones that I've been working with. This is why I started talking about essential oils. I got into peppermint oil, lemongrass oil, tea tree oil, and this is the title. These are the sub keywords, and then this is the result. This is the title prompt. Okay. Now we've set it up, convert keywords directly into a title prompt. So I have a prompt in here that will go, okay, we're going to make that the title, and we're going to make that the sub keywords, and we're not going to touch anything else. We're not going to add to it. Okay. Very, very simple. And you get your choice of these prompts to put in here. Okay. But these are the title prompts. And I'm going to come down here. I think I've already saved this. But if not, I'm just going to copy all to clipboard. I'm going to grab a notepad and just put it in my notepad real quick. Okay. So I've got 15 between, I've got 10, 15 different ones going over there. I've got 15 titles, which converts into 15 articles. Okay. And it's all about peppermint oil of some type. And this, I know nothing about peppermint oil or any of this. So I'm going to delete all of them. Now these they will stay up there for 24 hours and then they self-delete, like Mission Impossible. If you're using inside of the content engine, we actually save them. Okay. So we did this because we have a lot of people that just want title prompts. They don't care about using our tool. They're just going to use Zimmwriter or other tools. We think we're going to have some pretty good tools in the coming weeks, but what you find in here, that keyword campaign is the exact same as this keyword masher, except it saves everything for you. Okay. Big difference. So we created the keywords for grilling DIY grill stations. We got 5 of them. Now we're going to go down to prompt groups. This is where it gets fun. We're going to do Zimmwriter, and we're going to use GPT-4 to write these. It has nothing to do right now with what's going on in Zimmwriter. Okay. I'm going to convert. I have choices in here. If you like what you see here and you want to just take it straight over to Zimmwriter, you can with this convert keywords directly into a title prompt. Okay. But we're not going to do that. We're going to use the power of OpenAI and GPT-4 to rewrite these. So I'm going to do a listicle. Okay. And I'm going to hit execute. Notice we filtered everything out. Okay. So what's going to happen is we put the keywords, we separated them out, and that's why we had this pipe bar in here. Okay. And as we're waiting on this to cook down here, I'll point out some other things. We're processing. You're going to get the status here. You could check status at any time. I mean, if you want to change tabs and go somewhere else, you can do that. And it's not going to affect anything. It takes anywhere from, what I've noticed is 30 seconds to up to a minute and a half to do each of these. Okay. So they're still cooking. While they're cooking, we've got other ways to enter your keywords. If you don't want to use our AI search, okay, you can come over here and do upload CSV. So you could paste your clipboard in here, or you can do a CSV upload. Surfer SEO and Zimmwriter, they use the same format. So you can import a Surfer SEO just by simply going in here. And if you choose a CSV, you're going to ignore the first line. It has row headings, and then import your CSV right in here. Okay. Now you may have 80 to 100 coming in off Surfer. Guys, we have Surfer. We have the Super Pro agency, whatever the thing is. What we have found is that the sub keywords, the topic clusters, are really tightly close to the main keyword, which doesn't give you diversity for building a listicle or building a how-to. It just gives you a really tight pattern around that one keyword. So we kind of stopped using that. We've got the ability to do it in chat, a magic keyword creator and sub keywords. This is an AI PRM. You can create them in here if you wanted to. And let's put in a topic. We're going to cheat a little bit, come over here, and we're going to go vegetarian barbecue recipes. Come back to chat, and I'll just put that in there. So we're doing the same thing to get this grouping in here, and all you would do is just import it in. So you could do a basic CSV upload, do a clipboard, and then paste your chat results right in here. Let's see what, and we put it in, if you use my prompt, we put it in a CSV format. Okay, and if you'll notice, barbecue ideas, we have tofu, grilled vegetables, portobello mushrooms, corn on the cob, and veggie burgers. This is what I was talking about, the pattern. This pattern is very diverse. It's giving you things that would be good as barbecue ideas. Oh, got network error, I guess. We broke chat. But you can see there's slightly different. There's a vegan, there's a marinades, let's see, barbecued salads. That's interesting. Grilled romaine, chickpea salad. This would give you some really great articles right there. Okay. So you would copy this, and then you can just paste it straight in here, hit update, and it flows into here for you. Okay. We use a pipe bar if you're doing an AI search, but we accept the other formats on there as well. So you're not limited to our AI search. You can bring in anything that you want and make it into a listicle, a top 10. If you're using our tool, I think we do a little bit better job on the very specific type of lists, like listicles, top 10s, and big questions. Okay, but try them out. It doesn't cost you anything to try them out. Okay, so I'm going to hit refresh, see where we're at. Okay, this is a listicle. So 10 essential steps to build your own grill station. That's going to be the title that we're passing over to Zimmwriter. And we're going to talk in the outline focus. This is what the prompt instruction is. Okay, so we're passing this over. Zimmwriter is going to make an outline with these as the items in the outline. Okay, and sometimes you're going to see that we're actually changing this up a little bit in here, but it looks like we're just pulling the sub keywords straight over with it and changing the title. Okay, now if you're all done, we got our 5 items. We hit copy to clipboard, and now we're ready to paste into Bulk Writer. Now I'm going to have to do, let's see, I'm going to stop share, do a special share screen here so that you can see my Zimmwriter. Okay, you still should see the screen. Perfect. Okay. Now I'm going to pull in, let's see, I'm pulling Zimmwriter. Okay, Wayne, can you see this?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So if you'll notice, I'm running version 8, beta 5, and I'm hoping it's tomorrow. It's probably before Monday you'll get the new version. So it should read 8 to use the outline focus. I'm going to go to Bulk Writer. I'm going to just simply paste. We did a copy, so we copied everything, and we're pasting straight in there. And I'm going to do, let's see, maybe 8 H2s. I'm going to make them short. Voice, I'm going to do probably first person. I want to come off as authoritative and informative. I want to do literary list. I'm going to enable mid-journey. Now, guys, when you're using AiMasher, make sure you do this because we got something special probably in October coming out. Enable T's, H3s, audience, maybe Explorer would be a good one. You can use any of these. I have found DaVinci's okay. It's about half the cost of GPT-4, but I'm going to use 4. We use auto style. I'm not going to use this. I don't want to double my cost. Disable conclude. I'm going to keep conclusion with it. And now I'm ready to go. Okay. He's added YouTubes. It does, I'd say a halfway decent job of pulling a good YouTube. I'm going to insert it as embed code because we'll read that into AiMasher. Okay. So now we're going to have a YouTube at the very top of the blog post and start bulk writer. Confirm. Yes, I want to spend money with you. And then say, okay. Okay. I just sent 5 over. Typically what I will do is I will have a notepad open and I will generate 30 or 40 of these, and it can be in different categories. I could do barbecue and then I could do peppermint oil. You know, I can pack them all in because when they come back, they're all going into one folder anyway. And it's really easy to tell an article that's about peppermint oil versus vegan barbecue grilling. So I just kind of separate them out and then I'll load them in AiMasher to be published in different little packets. Okay. So you can run them all at one time. My advice is do this throughout the day, get it ready to run at night. And before you leave, you know, run you 80 to 100 in there. If you're concerned about cost, run it at 3.5. If you're really wanting high quality articles, run it at GPT-4. Okay. And that's all there is to creating your keyword masher. But let's go a little bit deeper with this. Okay. So we've done barbecue. Any other topics, guys, that we can work with?
There was a question from Scott about can we edit those before you copy them? And yeah,
yes.
We can.
Yeah. So if you wanted to, you could let's do top 8. I don't know why you would do top 8, and let's just take out weather resistant and we'll take those out. Because we do a little bit of smart OpenAI here, is we'll go up to 12, okay? We pull in 10 sub keywords, okay? If we're going to go to 12, OpenAI knows it needs to go grab 2 more and put it in there. So it puts 2 more sub keywords in there for the steps or for the listicle, okay? And for some reason it revolves around 10. And that's okay. The 10 incredible steps, top 10 steps for a stellar backyard. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to do something fun here. I'm going to clear this out. And we're going to come over here to AI search. Now, Greg's on the call, but so I won't do Texas, but I'm building a travel site. And it's all about the different states in US, and also I'm doing Europe. It's one of the sites I bought off of a domain auction. It's got really good numbers on it. It already has traffic, and I haven't even put anything on it. So I'm gonna be building keywords. So I'm showing you exactly what I'm doing here. Is I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna do top 10. Okay, my favorite one. Usually I'm using 10, but I'm going to use 5 for speed today. And I'm going to put in here, we've done, let's do George. Yeah, I'm going to do Alabama. I know more places in Alabama. Destinations. Okay. I want a top 10 list, but the top 10 list could be a city, it could be a beach, it could be anything for a top 10. And then you need to fill it in with the sub keywords. And the sub keywords are actually part of your list. Okay. So you should have 10 items with every list that we make here. Okay. This is what blows me away. Alabama destinations to experience Southern charm. Okay. We got Birmingham, Montgomery. Okay. All these are good towns here. Okay. It is putting it in the order that it believes is the top 10 order. Okay. Number 1, going down to number 10. Coastal towns to visit in Alabama. Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. They're both beautiful beaches. Fairhope, love that place. Spanish Fort. So all these are coastal towns. Okay. And I would actually rank Gulf Shores as probably number 1 there. Iconic landmarks in Alabama. Okay. So these are different places in Alabama about that you may want to go visit. Historical sites, finest food. These are great. Okay. I'm going to do GPT-4 again. Come to my list, and I'm going to come over here and go top 10. I'm going to go ahead and hit execute. If you'll notice, I didn't delete them. They're still in there. So I've got all of my barbecue stuff in there. Now I'm going to do Alabama. And I'm only doing 5. So I've got this set up to do 10 items per page. And so this looks really good. Now we're going to build a little title prompt that we can send over to Zimmwriter to do Alabama destinations. Now I've already used these, so I don't really need them in here anymore since they're already running. I'm going to select them, come back down here and delete selected. Jill asked a really good question. Will it do that for a specific city? Yes. I was doing Dallas, I think yesterday. So it's going to be the finest food destinations in Dallas, Texas. Top historical sites in Dallas, Texas. JFK Memorial and all this. So it's going to give you different lists. I would recommend maybe doing 5 instead of the 10 if you're doing a specific city, but it breaks it down into completely different topics. Okay. So these look good. These look really good. Okay. So it's changing this just a little bit. This is the title that we gave it. So Alabama's hidden seaside charms, top 10 beautiful coastal towns to visit. Okay. This is something that you would see in a travel magazine, that exact title right there. Okay. Top 10 Alabama destinations to experience Southern charm like never before. I could see that in Southern Living, in fact. And now we're sending these over, Birmingham, Montgomery, Mobile. So we're building the outline. We've got a really good title. And the way that Zimmwriter works is it's going to look at the title and it's going to start reading your outline, and it's going to write something about Birmingham, something about Montgomery. And it's amazing as how good it really is about bringing in things about Birmingham that would be about the Southern charm. Okay. If you were doing one, where's the finest foods? Okay. So this one right here in Zimmwriter, Alabama Eats, top 10 finest food destinations you might try. Okay. So we have Bama Barbecue and Grill, and it's ranking them 1 to 10. Okay. But it's going to talk about Bama Barbecue and Grill in the paragraph. And if you know about all these restaurants, you may want to tweak them a little bit. I have no clue about these destinations. I don't think I've eaten at any of these. So I'm going to trust that the article is right, because there's a lot of content about restaurant reviews, and that's what OpenAI reads. Okay. These are great. Okay. So I would just save it. I'm going to copy to clipboard. And think of it this way, as instead of just deleting them, I'm saving them and I'll use them, even though Bulk Writer is busy right now. So I'm going to save. Okay. Got it off to a notepad. Okay. Now, good questions. Do we have to wait for the new update? Yes. This won't work because this outline focus, it will not work on version 7 or anything below 8. That's why You might have seen something in Zimmwriter that I'm excitedly waiting, and there's the Oscars and all this. And without 8, these don't work. Okay, that's why as soon as he upgrades everybody, go ahead and upgrade. And it's real easy on Zimmwriter. You're just going to go down here, you'll click that, and it'll upgrade. Matt let me have the beta version. In fact, it's on 5 now, about 2 weeks early. It doesn't have the WordPress builder or anything like that, which we don't care about because we've got our own WordPress builder. But it will, the articles are just incredible. And I say that, and Greg Adams is on the call here too. We did some for Texas destinations, and the output was just incredible. Okay. Did Tim ask a really good question? Are you getting money page type quality out of Zim? If I'm doing a top 10 list, let's think about this. Top 10, well, this might not be a good example. Top 10 finest food destinations. If I wanted to make this a money page, the quality is there. I would suggest maybe reviewing it or having a VA review it, and then get links to Bama Barbecue. You know, of course, I don't know if these guys have affiliate links, but you could put links in there. Where this would be good is for services, top 10 services. So let's go into services are products that you could sell off Amazon. So let's talk about, well, I had peppermint oil up. Let's see. This was one that rosemary oil. Okay. Again, this is one I have no clue about. Rosemary oil. I'm going to do a top 10 list. Yeah, we'll do a top 10 list here. I'll create that. Oops. Here's my mistake, because I did 10 instead of 5. Okay. These are great. I've saved them. They're all saved, so I'm just going to hit delete all.
You're already processing something.
Oh, I'm moving too fast for it, I think. Okay, I'm going to start over. I'm going to use the 5 rosemary oil. Now, I would ask you, and y'all probably already know the answer. If I use rosemary oil and I did a keyword prompt list about how to, you might get some how-to answers, but that may not be the best list to build. I would use a listicle and big questions, okay? So I just did that again, didn't I? Rosemary oil. And let's do this. Let's turn it over to, I'm going to do the big question about rosemary oil. So this is going to help you generate a question and then answers. Now, I saw something, I've seen it several times, but you know, when people are searching for information, they've got questions on their mind. So what are the benefits of rosemary oil? Okay. Skin health, hair growth, mental clarity, how to use, okay. Which conditions can rosemary help with? Very similar to that, but it's okay to have these as similar, okay. Let's go ahead and come down here, and that's interesting. Okay, we've cleared all that up. I'm going to go GPT-4, one big question, and I got 5 of them ready to go, and hit execute. Okay, so if I had a top 10 list about Alabama, and let's say I've got 20 of them in there, I'm not going to run them every single day. With AiMasher, I may space them 7 days apart, or I may space, what's the furthest we could space them apart on the drip feed? I'm catching Wayne off guard here.
Stop. I've been having a bit of a coughing fit. What was the question? Sorry.
The question is what's the furthest that we can space the article postings,
Oh, on
article publisher.
we can.
I guess I could answer that.
I'll just go in and have a look because I can't remember now.
Article publisher,
It's
my articles.
anything up to 5 minutes, an hour, 3 hours, 8 hours, 1 day,
7
3
days.
days, and 7 days. There you go.
Okay. And the beauty about this is you could select 1, 2, 3 and send them off to post every 7 days, and then come back in a week and post the other ones that you did. In fact, I'm revealing something in here I shouldn't be revealing right now. Go back over here. I don't want to show y'all everything, all the tricks in our toolbox right now. Okay, so we got rosemary oil. Let's see where we're at on it. What are the benefits, how to use it, and we'll hit refresh. Okay. So to answer your question, Tim, is I would definitely, every single one of these paragraphs says I would have some type of affiliate linking to an Amazon product. There's an AppSumo product out there. I can't remember, it's Link Magnet or something like that, affiliate link or something. And they will auto-populate your text links, your anchor text links in a WordPress site with Amazon products. And you just give it the category and then give it the WordPress site. So all that work can be done for you automatically. You don't even have to look them up. So these are really good. So it's answering the question. So let's look at an individual one here, okay? So what are the benefits? Over here we said skin health, hair growth. That's not really answering a question. It's just, those are topics, okay? So how does rosemary oil contribute to hair growth, skin health, and wellness, okay? So in the outline, we're going to discuss the benefits of rosemary oil. Then we're going to focus on its effect on skin health, hair growth, mental clarity, provide a comprehensive answer highlighting each benefit, and then provide a section on additional related questions and discussions surrounding rosemary oil. So this is a completely different prompt instruction than you would see on the top 10 list or a listicle, okay? This is answering a question with brief questions with a full comprehensive answer and give them additional questions to think about. I know what you mean, Walt. So this is why these prompt instructions are very important, and we just made it easy for you. I can't think of anything easier to get really good articles about the one big question or the top 10 list, okay? Again, you would copy to clipboard, and you'll see, I mean, I'm doing the same thing y'all should be doing. It's just copy to Notepad and getting ready for Zimmwriter. Got my Notepad off on another screen. I hit delete all. Okay, so we've looked at, okay. We've looked at the big question. We've looked at a top 10 and we did a listicle. The thing we haven't done is a how-to cluster, okay? Now, I'm not going to use rosemary oil. Let's come back to, I think I already deleted them. A problem around the house maybe is, and I hate to use the leaky faucet or dog training. Wayne, help me with the topic here is, what do you need something on how to list? Or y'all, if you have chat open, just give me a how-to list that you want me to build for you.
How to relieve a sore throat.
How to grow zucchini, change a hot water heater. Got some weird answers coming in. Okay. Okay. Scott, that's how to grow a zucchini. That's very specific. I don't know if we can get a variety of how-tos in there. I'm going to put in here hot water heater replacement. Okay. Now, the beauty about this is you can, if that keyword doesn't work, try a different phrasing of it. Okay. How to install a new hot water heater, how to maintain your water heater, how to choose a replacement, how to drain. See, these are good. There's a diversity in here that you can write articles, and even if they're one after the other, they're not going to be the exact same articles. How to dispose? This is a great question right here. Okay. Now we're going to come down here, GPT-4, and I'm going to go to how-tos. Okay. I'm going to hit execute. Okay. And it will start looking at hot water heaters. Okay. So we're going to try to improve the title a little bit. Okay. Then we got our sub keywords in here. Now, the how-to, we have to have it in the right order. Okay. How to maintain your water heater. Well, run hot water, turn off power, attach a hose, open drain valve, flush the tank, close the drain valve, remove the hose, restore power. If we just did a listicle, if we sent a listicle over, it could say, close the drain valve, run hot water, remove a hose, restore power. It'd be in any order. So we're asking chat or OpenAI to put it in the right order. So we do several iterations. We find the right steps. These are called steps now. And we put the steps in the right order. Okay. So let's hit refresh. Okay. Incredible transformation, replacing your water heater. Okay. So we're going to select an apartment model, switching off power, draining existing heater, detaching hose, positioning new unit correctly, which is, if you've ever positioned a new hot water heater, you have to have it level. Connecting water lines, restoring power, examining new. Okay, this is great. So it's not just taking the steps and putting them in there. We're putting a little bit of, I guess, direction on how to answer that question, okay, or how to do the step. Sometimes you'll just see, just the basics in here. Restore power, okay. And we added a step, seek professional help when necessary. If I'm doing the plumbing, I'm usually calling the professional help after I get through messing with it. Dethroning your defunct water heater. Great title, a step-by-step guide, okay? This is what, literally you would see this in a how-to magazine or guidebook. If you're at Home Depot, you might see that in one of the plumbing magazines at the checkout aisle. Okay, very, very good how-tos in here. Okay, now a few more, and then we're gonna kind of wrap this thing up. We had one big question. We did a how-to. We did a listicle. Okay, this is kind of what we were started with. Keywords to Ogilvy. Okay, if you just want to write a really decent article, okay, we're going to give you an Ogilvy title with it. So I'm going to come back here, and which one do I use? We'll just use the basic one, 5 keyword cluster. So now I'm looking at, we did peppermint oil, dog training for Aussies. Okay, we'll get very specific here. Create keyword. Now, these are going to be, I'm going to get 5 keyword clusters, and it's going to be very close to the original main keyword. Aussie dog behavior, toys, okay, nutrition, exercises. Very, very simple. But now we're going to let David Ogilvy take over. Keywords to Ogilvy, title plus outline focus. Let's see, I have that one saved. Let me save this real quick. Copy all. Now, if you notice, I've saved a lot. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5, and they've all got 5 articles each. One's about rosemary oil, one's about Alabama, one's about peppermint oil, and then I've got this one about hot water replacement. Okay. I will put them all into BookWriter at the same time, just copy them off my notepad and then run it. Okay. It's going to be, the articles are going to be sitting in my folder ready to use on any of the websites that we have. Now, I happen to have a plumbing site, and I happen to have a travel destination. So I'll be using those fairly quick. I don't have anything with peppermint oil or rosemary oil. I guess I could have a website with that. Okay, so we got the hot water done. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these. Now, David Ogilvy, if you never heard of him, he's one of the most famous copywriters from the 50s and 60s, and probably late 50s all the way through the 60s. He had Ogilvy and Mathers, I think was the name of his company. He is the inspiration. He's the person behind Mad Men. So if you ever watch Mad Men, it's David Ogilvy is who John Hamm plays. Okay. Now I'm going to hit execute. Okay. Now we're going to see how different the titles look. Here's the behavior. We're going to be talking about aggression, anxiety, digging, barking, socialization, and chewing. So we're going to put, these are really basic, but we're going to put some instructions behind it using GPT-4. Wayne, any questions we can answer right now?
Do we have recorded training on these latest features of AiMasher in Kajabi yet? I
Yes.
would understand if we don't.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we do.
There's the article publisher has several videos in there to walk you completely through it. I'm adding more in there on article publisher, but all the training for keyword master, niche ideas, and all the integrations are in there. We also have a slide deck. So if you don't want to listen to me or Wayne, you can actually see it on a PDF or a slide deck that will walk you step by step on how to do everything. Okay, let's see where we're at. Okay, now I can tell this is a long one right here, but let's look at what we started with. Okay, let's try to find one. Okay, this is a good one to look at. Okay, unraveling the enigma. Aussie dog behavior gone awry. I may not use awry myself. Awry is okay. Delve into the world of Aussie dog behavior challenges. Okay, tackling common issues like aggression and anxiety. Okay, so combine those two keywords, addressing unhealthy habits such as digging and barking. Okay, dissecting the importance of proper socialization and providing guidance on curbing the chewing habits. So we're giving it very specific instructions on how to write the paragraphs or content to put behind the paragraphs. The more specific the information, the better the article actually writes itself, okay? So if I just sent over a paragraph header that said aggression or anxiety, chat and OpenAI can go in any direction it wants, okay? So we have a really good title, Aussie Playtime Revolution, Discover and Unveiling the Toys Tailored for Australian Shepherds, okay? That's a good title. Discuss the unique features of interactive toys, touch on options for teething, highlight fetch tuck, and if you have an Aussie, which I do, they will tear up just about any toy that you can give them, especially if it's made out of cotton or leather, okay? Here's another one, nutrition, okay? Fueling Fido, bespoke nutrition for Aussies and their dynamic dietary needs. And, you know, if you don't like the title, this is the beauty about it, is maybe you don't like the word bespoke, custom nutrition plans for Aussies. Click off of it and it saved it for you, okay? And then we're ready to copy to clipboard and we're ready to go. So this is, it may not seem that complicated, but we've got some really complicated prompts in here doing all the work for you, okay? The beauty about this is you don't have to think about it. The only thing that's the challenging part is, what do I put in this box right here? So that's why I was asking questions. I'm like, oh no. Okay, Jill asked a question, paragraph or a whole article? I'm not sure about what you're asking there. Okay. Don already mentioned the Mid-Journey audit. Oh my gosh. We can't talk about that yet. It's a secret project. We like to put the projects in there, but sometimes we have to test them, make sure they work. So before we announce anything, we have to make sure it works and we can scale it. That's the most important part. But just a little teaser is, remember I told you about you want the Mid-Journey prompts. So I'm going to pull up an output. You saw me make those 5 that we just sent over for barbecue. Okay. So I'm in Zimmwriter output. 12 essential steps for setting up your DIY barbecue station like a chef at home. Okay. So here's what the article, let's see if I can drag it up here. Okay. Here we go. So this is what Matt writes with Zimmwriter. He tells you the main model. This cost me 66 cents. It's 3,100 words. Oh my gosh. 82 calls to OpenAI. Settings used. So it just kind of gives you the idea of settings. Okay. Here's my first Mid-Journey AI image prompt. Now, we are saving all these. And we're hoping, preliminary results are positive, that we can create 4 images from this and save it to your media pack and put one of the images in as the featured image. Okay. Meta description. This goes into WordPress and AiMasher sites as the meta description. Here's the title right there. Okay. Here's the first ever dreamt. Maybe my VA will catch that. Don't like that word. Ever dreamed of grilling like a pro.
Okay? Yeah. Ever dreamt is the correct English.
That's I think UK version of it.
which is the correct English. After all, it is called English.
Yeah. Let's set up your DIY barbecue station. And so these are H2s, identifying the ideal location for your barbecue station. Okay. There's the Mid-Journey. We could send that over. So you have a backyard scene. I'm now going to focus on how to identify the ideal location. First, you'll need to do this. Also consider wind direction, which is really important for your barbecue. Distance from the house is crucial. Don't want to catch your house on fire. So you could see, and here's a list in here, choosing the right barbecue equipment. Now, the thing that is missing from almost all OpenAIs, choosing the right barbecue, give me an Amazon product I can promote, okay? This is where if you have something like affiliate links or something building off of your anchor text, this would be highlighted probably and go to an Amazon product. So you're not actually having to put the model, the year, make, and model into your article. You're using anchor text to pull them into those Amazon products. And we'll definitely have a Geek Out Friday session on some tools to do this with, okay? There's another Mid-Journey. And I mean, the content is really good. Understanding the importance of good ventilation, the essential tools of your barbecue setup. Okay, so choosing quality grills. Okay, you can kind of see it's writing a really good article. In fact, it's writing a very long article. It's got some H3s in there. Mastering the grilling techniques. Okay, so we got some grilling techniques coming in. Safety precautions.
Import it.
Import it. Okay, so I'm going to come over, and we're not going to put any article, publisher, import article. And it is a Zimmwriter bulk blog post. Group articles, let's put it amazing hamburger. You know I've got a place for it already. Remove title. You got to do this on the bulk writer. We don't want the title at the top and at the very top of the first paragraph, okay? You don't need to, we don't have multiple articles in one file. Enhance during import. Oh yeah,
No, don't bother with that. Tick the next box.
Execute Mid-Journey. Ooh, do you already have this set up for me?
But it's, without disappointing everyone, it's in test for me and Damon at the moment in the live.
Okay. So why don't I have cooking in here? Dieting. Oh, I don't even have any hamburger or grilling in here yet. So I'm just going to put it under dieting. That's probably not okay. Resolve featured image to only. I'm just going to do the featured image only. Okay. select the file. I'm going to do that one I just got. Now we're getting to see some things I've never even seen yet on this system here. Okay, we're going to import it. Okay, import it. Article publisher. My articles. Okay, it is sending to Midjourney right now. And in fact, it hasn't done it. These are old ones in here, I think. No, these are ones, I guess he just uploaded them. So we've got one version on a remote of Zimmwriter, and my VA is running that version on the remote light cell server. Okay, so we're going to look at Amazing Hamburger. Come down here and hit edit. Okay. If you remember, we're just doing the featured image, so we tag it. Okay, so we know that's where the featured image is going to come in. You don't want to delete it because that's a placeholder for us. But when we get everything back, the Midjourney image is going to go right there. Okay, so Everdream. Now you can. This is where I prefer to edit. Is I will bring it into the HTML editor, and then you can edit it. If you want to put an image right in here, you could just, click that and then put your image in. Okay, so that it's. Anything you want to do with that would be fine.
I wouldn't do anything or update or change anything if it's expecting a Midjourney, because it's going to edit the article.
Yeah.
Outside of what you're doing.
Go ahead.
I'm just going to say, if you're messing with it while the system's messing with it, something's going to get lost.
Yep.
So it's best to wait for the status to change.
Yeah. So I'm going to hit finish. I'm not going to hit update. Okay. But I want you to look down here. We spent 66 cents on it. We've got all the data that was in the file. And this is important, is we're pulling all that data and it's saved with the article. So you have a database of all these Midjourneys. And all these can create content for images. Okay. So there might be a need in the very near future is run it on Chat GPT 3.5, do really tiny articles and generate a whole bunch of paragraphs, which would give you all these image prompts. So you could build a really good barbecue grilling media pack just from all these Midjourneys right here.
I just realized your VA has gone to town and he's imported all the Midjourneys.
So anyway, we got 17 items that we're going to work with. He's pretty good. So anyway, once it finishes, you can see, yeah, he's already using. So once it finishes processing, then you'll start seeing the Midjourney files. And so just kind of follow your status right here. I don't think, let's see if we.
If you go to the audit, you'll see that he's probably burnt all the credits.
Okay, publisher. Okay, those are all waiting.
Go to the end.
Ooh. Okay. Wow. So that's probably going in one of the. So this will go into my media pack eventually. Let's see. So what it is we're showing you a thumbnail, but you get all four of these images, and the ones that get into your site is we just randomly pick one of the four in there. This is absolutely amazing, and all of them are good. I mean, it's.
I mean, what's going on? Which I'm probably going to have to stop it because he probably didn't realize that he's creating all these images.
Yeah.
It'll actually resolve the prompt, and it will bring the images back. It will give you the four images that you can see. We then, because if you've tied them to an image pack, we then exif the data on them with the keywords that you've attached to the media pack. We then put them onto our cloud storage for you so that they don't take up any space anywhere at the time. And then once we've got the images, we'll pick one at random and we'll drop them into the article for you as well automatically where they should have been where the prompt was. So if you've only ticked to do the first one, you'll get the first one. If you've done them all, you'll get them all.
Yeah.
And then those images are in an image pack. And we also convert them because they're quite big. Midjourney images are quite, they're about a meg each. Whereas we do some clever compression in it and we turn them down into 50 to 60K.
Yeah.
So that we can put them on websites. So there's a lot going on. And it's also going through an API that we created because Midjourney doesn't have one.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on.
Jill asked, do we make them WebP? No, we make them JPEGs right now.
Yeah.
Probably eventually we'll make WebPs. But
And well, them small, them only 60K each, something like that.
Yeah.
They're really compressed.
Yeah. And some of the ones that we were doing yesterday on the test site, they were just absolutely incredible. In fact, we used one of the Austin, we had a top 10 list from Austin that we were testing with, and it had the landmarks around Austin. And they were just absolutely incredible because they had the skyscrapers that were Austin. They had the bridge going over the river there. And that was in the image that Midjourney made. I was blown away. I mean, so y'all are going to be really excited about what's coming up. And you know, there's other WordPress posting tools. In fact, Matt's doing one, but you know, we've been posting to WordPress for right at 5 years on autoblogging. So we kind of know what we're doing. We hope we know what we're doing, but we are adding Midjourney in there, and it will be on a credit basis. So we got to figure out, you know, scaling factor and credits and all that, but we are testing it. So, okay, let's kind of wrap this up. If you don't have AiMasher and you're on the call and you want this keyword masher, we've got a special deal. And I think, see if I pulled it off screen. See if I can pull it back on. Here it is. Okay, you can grab AiMasher. You can grab keyword masher, which is part of AiMasher. It doesn't include the article publisher or anything right now. We're going to have the ability for you to upgrade it at any point in time in a couple of weeks, okay? But you can add the article publisher, you can add the URL rewriter, you can add all this stuff in there, and we'll make it very affordable for you. But right now we have just a one-time pay. If you want keyword masher and you want the niche ideas, that's the bonus that comes with it. It's just $97, okay? You have to put your own OpenAI in there, okay? In fact, here is the link. I will put it in the chat. Everyone, and there we go. Okay. So it's keyword masher. Here's how it works. I showed you, put your main keyword input. Hardest part for me is figuring out what my main keyword is, okay? That's why I use the niche ideas to get ideas. Keyword cluster exploration. You hit it, you choose the prompt that you want to use, okay? Is it a listicle, a top 10? Is it going to be a big question? Click that button. Do you want 10 or do you want 5? Title prompt creation. And then they are ready to go in bulk writer, and you saw one of the results that we did. Yeah, well, keyword masher is a subset of AiMasher. If you are part of the beta team, advantage of getting in early on the beta team, you get everything. So don't buy it again, please. You already have it if you're in part of the beta, okay? So the niche ideas, you saw we did niche discovery. It's going to be the audience niche and the hot selling products. So, you know, it gets your mind thinking about the topic itself, especially if you don't know anything about it, okay? Domain name generated. I showed you how to generate the domains, go to Namecheap, put it in the beast mode, and you will find which ones are still available for $9.38, okay? Testimonials, and we're ready to take action. In fact, a few of you are on the call right now, okay? Money back guarantee. We have a 7-day, try it. If you don't like it, we'll give you money back, okay? If it takes you longer than 7 days, it means that you never even used it, guys. So you've bought it. If you wait 60 days and want a refund, no, it's you bought it, you broke it, you bought it type deal. Okay. But try it out. It's so easy to use. Get on there. If you don't like it, in the first 7 days, let us know and we'll give you money. Do you have any training? Absolutely. We go above and beyond. We have videos, slide decks, PDFs. And if you want to see what's, I put some of them outside of the membership site and we call them workflow outlines. So just as an example, the mid-journey, I'm going to go into integrations down here, open that tab up, how to integrate OpenAI. So we have a little slideshow for you. Get started. We show you click that dashboard button. We even tell you up at start an AiMasher. You click the integrations and then you click the OpenAI. And you can follow along with me, click add new, and I gave it a name. Okay. And there you can see I'm going over to OpenAI, view API key, create new secret key, and paste it in there. Copy, paste. Okay. So some of these are, some of them are combined. So I pasted the API key in, I hit update and hit finish. Okay, get models. If you get models, then you know it's working. All done, and you'll see a little GIF down here. Okay, now this slide deck, if you don't like the slide deck and you'd rather hear me, we make that available for you also, is we have a video. So you can watch the video. Wait for sound. And just we'll go down here. I'll show you exactly how to do it. Okay. If you don't want to hear me, you don't want to see the slide deck, but you want to have a PDF and you want to print it out and put it in a 3-ring binder and have a complete book of everything we've done, that's fine. You've got a PDF that has the exact steps also. Okay. So you can kind of see them all laid out. Maybe easier to read this way. Yeah. So anyway, we've had comments from people that, Damon, we get so bored listening to you. we watched every video. We can't keep track of where you're at. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. So I wanted me and Wayne and I, we want to do a better job because we want you to use the same tools that we're using and we want you to be comfortable with it. Okay. So that's why we've gone, while we're spending money on all the additional training. You'll see right now, we don't, on the the Reinventor, we don't have any of the slide decks built or the videos built for the RSS Masher integration, but I have some already. I have the full training that we did on how to go AiMasher to RSS Masher back and forth. And I got a couple of guys on the call that are already doing that. Once you learn how to do this, you're going to be able to take your RSS feeds and fully rewrite them in the tone of Fox News or TMZ, and then put a voiceover and then send them back to RSS Masher. There will never be duplicate content if you're using both these tools again. Okay, so very, very easy to use. This is the offer. I think most of y'all already have it. So, but you get to see Keyword Masher. I mean, I'm very excited about it. I use the tool. That's why I went in. I made this morning a 5 keyword set because I wanted to be able to go through all this with you and show you how easy it really is to use. It just takes, it's processing time. Bossy dog behavior. Again, I need to copy that. Any other questions at this point? We've gone over niche ideas and we've gone over Keyword Masher. Now, the last thing, let's see if I've got one available. Do a 5 keyword set. Let's do the big question. Okay. SEO. Okay. So you can get trending questions. Start off with that. Everything create new keywords. I got to see if this is open yet. He was having some issues with it. Okay, it's working. So I was playing around, I was thinking about this last night, and the thing that y'all are going to get is we've automated the tool. The thing that we have to be, that we manually put in the prompts, okay? So I'm going to go over to, over here to AiMasher. Okay, what's the best strategy? Now, I'm going to show y'all something nobody else has seen yet, and I don't even know if it really works yet. But the first run I had was pretty good. Zimmwriter, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do authored intelligence. Wayne hasn't even seen this. Convert keywords directly into a title prompt for authored intelligence. Okay. So it shouldn't take that long since it's not doing any really processing. So my idea was I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put something in here to build an outline, see if it can do a better outline. So what I'm going to do, we're going to compare it side by side. Okay, SEO with a new site. I'm going to come over here to all-in-one, SEO with a new site. I'm not using any prompt tags. If you're not familiar with this, this is Authored Intelligence. This is the all-in-one app. I think I've got every app he's ever made. So I'm going to build an outline with this. Okay, and this is pretty good. Boost your website's visibility, optimize structure, keyword research, drive organic traffic, increase conversion and sales, stay ahead of the competition, enhance mobile. Okay, good tips, very good tips. Kind of generic. So we're going to put the dividing line right there. Okay. So let's see what we can do. Come over here, hit refresh. Okay. Hit some goofy one. That one had a little, Olivia was not paying attention. See, that's why we have Olivia, is instead of OpenAI, we could say Olivia is not paying attention. Okay, so we had title of article and outline focus. Okay, here's a good one. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come over here to all-in-one. And we'll paste this in here. Y'all are seeing me actually testing live here. So what are the top SEO techniques for a fresh website? Now, this won't pop up in the outline maker. Okay, but I'm down here. I want to build a outline with it. Okay, this is what I was getting earlier, so I was not able to test it, unfortunately. Okay, so he's having server issues, but what I was seeing was the outline is user-friendly navigation, mobile responsive, thorough. So if you feed it with exactly what you want in there, it gave me a better outline than the generic outline that I saw here. Okay. So just some ideas to keep in mind, things that we're going to be trying in the future. And let's see, we did, this was the big question. Probably a top 10 list would be a good one to run through the authored intelligence. He does a really good job of content. What I do is sometimes I'll just highlight that entire section. I'm just going to rewrite it. Oh, server overload. I guess he needs another server. Okay. So we'll come back to that later. But anyway, any questions at this point? I've shown you our favorite tool right now that we're building a lot of content with is this right here, using our AI search, choosing the masher prompt, and then coming down here and doing some really good work with it. Hope y'all have enjoyed the call. Any questions I can answer?
No, I think we've done them all.
Okay. Perfect.
Don't forget, if you've got AiMasher beta, you don't need Keyword Masher. But if you haven't got AiMasher at all, Keyword Masher is great.
Yep. And just a side note, this keeps track of your articles. So we practice what we preach. Wayne has more, but
In the column above mine is.
yeah, you use more templates and article built. So his numbers, because he's using AiMasher, he's got thousands up here. In fact, it's in the 5 digits right now. I'm doing Zimmwriter, importing them in. So I've imported 2,500 articles from Zimmwriter. We're using our tools, and we hope you all use them too, especially if your betas out there use them. Try to break them. That's the only way that we're going to fix them. Guys, thank you for your time. It's an hour and a half in, and both of us are tired. So we will talk to you soon, and thanks for attending. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.